Hello, my friends. So, I'm just going to do some little quickie um, battle levels, like Porco style battle levels. This video has no real purpose. It's just maybe some people can take some workflow ideas. Um, I remember I had the idea to make this video because I saw a video made by Blastech, um, and his workflow was really different from mine. He was a bit complaining about SLE's drawing of polygons like this, and he said it took too long. But if you press space, you can just change which side you are making the vertices. So I think it's pretty fast to work with it if you get used to it, of course. Um, Here I'm using, I don't think this version I'm using is the final release. This is the one that lets you play real time. And yeah, that's it. I already did a video before. I'm not sure if I will post it or not. But it's very similar to this one. I'm just making this right after the other one I made like 3 levels. And I said the intro was exactly the same, talking about the purpose of the video itself. And yeah, basically there's no reason. It's just a video of me making levels. I know this is a very small community, but maybe some people, at least 1 or 2 people, might be interested in seeing the workflow of other designers. I know the community is small, but especially the level designing community is very small, and it was a bit bigger before, but I cannot say it was ever really big. Yeah. Idea is to get this, come here, and then you need to choose to come here. Maybe if I put an angle here, this will be a multi-style level. The video I did before, it was just very high levels, okay? On this one I'll try to make something a little bit more complex, not too complex because this is a beta level, it's not a World Cup or anything. But the idea is to have the flower in the center, so you have to choose which side you get first, okay? So there's various things you can do. I'm seeing a possibility here to get this apple. I'll need to work this angle so you can get this one, and then finish, but you'll have to do this side 2 times, okay? So maybe you can ignore this. If there was a way to get here, just going around, getting this apple. Maybe I'll need to, I'll need to do something like this. So you can get here. As you can notice, this should be higher than this, because if you're coming from this side, you would hit this. If you're coming from this side, this can be a bit lower than this, because you can just vault and jump over this to get to this apple. If I could get away to get this apple and maybe vault here on this shit and turn here and finish this side. Okay, so this is an extra route. Shouldn't be too hard to do it, maybe something like this, but it cannot be too fast. I'm afraid this drop is a bit too big and will be like when there's a lot of air in the level. It's hard to judge where you'll be hitting, because you'll need to look at the minimap, and this could be a bit hellish. I'll do it like this, so it's a bit more round, so it's easier from either side. When you drop, if it has this shape, it's easier to get here, okay? And if you come from this side and you hit this to loop around and get here, it's also easier. I'm thinking of something like this. So now I'll actually delete this. But I think this level is pretty much done. The only thing I could change here is this shape, so you can get this apple coming from this side. But I would say this is a pretty standard Porco battle level for multi-styles. This should be at least 25 minutes. If Ramon was here, he would say 40. But yeah, so I haven't tested. Let's test it. Yep. Pretty bad, but it's manageable. Thing is, I touched this too much. I had to break here. I just want to test this part. This is kind of my save and load. Not really, but close to. Yeah, and you would finish. Now, if this was possible, this would be pretty sweet. Can make an extra way here. With the placement of this thing, it makes me need to do this kind of loop. I think this is pretty much done. I don't need to test more, because I don't want this to be auto. I want people to find different things. I don't think here you have enough speed, not by a long shot. But you always need to get the top left apple first, which is kind of off-putting. Yeah, this just seems like the fastest route. Could be wrong though, but because if I don't get this one, then how I'm gonna get enough speed to get there? Unless it's something like... No, this angle is completely wrong. This doesn't serve any purpose at all. I'll just leave it there to be extra confusing. But with this, maybe it's possible to have another route. I mean, at least 2 routes should be possible, otherwise it's a failed mission level. I really shouldn't be testing more. I just need to... I'm so bad. Fuck! Oof. Oof. If you could if you could hit this shit. And go back up here. Oh man. I can make this other route slower just by putting the flower here. Just need to test one last thing. Yeah. Yes, it's possible. It works. I already tested too much. I'll just make this angle so it's easier if you're coming from this side. This won't be used, this loop. But yeah. This one should be pretty interesting to see the results. So just put some auto grass. I'll do some imperfect edges. And correct any possible bugs on the grass. I think this one is done. Oh yeah. So this is a multi-style or route level. I have no idea which are the fastest styles or routes, but this is up to the players. But in my opinion, the easiest way to make this kind of level is to just leave the flower in the middle and have opposite apples at more or less the same distance. Actually, here I forgot something. I need to put the flower here, otherwise people that bounce here, they would need to get up here, and like this you can at least one wheel hang and get it, and still make the easiest route a bit slower, because you need to, if you finish from this side, yeah, like this simple route, get this, come here, and you need to walk this extra bit and brake here. This stops you a bit. So yeah, this is it. I think it's done.